Good afternoon, everyone. I hope I'm audible right at the back. I am actually nervous and overwhelmed at the same time, and I'll have something to share that I'll get out of my system immediately. The prime of my youth has been spent waiting outside the gates of this college. 23 years ago, I found someone whom I wanted to marry. Please hold on. Getting the phone number at that in those years, that is 20 years ago actually. I'm quite old. So getting the number was a challenge, but finally I managed, and I called her up at nearly 3:30 in the morning, that is Brahm Muhurat. I called her up and I said, I want to marry you. And cut the phone, that's it. 3 days later, I got a call back and she said, मुझसे तो पूछा नहीं. I said, पूछना नहीं था, बताना था, बता दिया है. Now the ball is in your court. On one of those wonderful days when I was young, gate number 4, she was inside the campus, I was waiting outside. And she simply said that, you can't even cross the gates of our college and you intend to marry me. And I'm 46 now, 20 years, 23 years, I'm home. I crossed the gate. And today is a great day. I'll go back home telling her that, okay, I went to your college, nervous as hell, shaking in my legs. But I stood there for 5 minutes and spoke. Because at home, I've been asked by my organization to come here and talk about gender equality and parity. But let me tell you, with a daughter at home, with a wife at home, I'm the minority. When my daughter came to know that I was supposed to come here and maybe speak, if I could, she couldn't stop laughing. She said, "Mummy, घर में तो हम इसकी सुनते नहीं, वहाँ कौन सुनेगा?" But as I said, my organization asked me to come here and speak. I have a job to save, so please listen to me. I don't want to go back jobless. In India, if you want to succeed to a certain extent, you have to beat at least one competitive exam. There is no other way out. There is no other way out. It may be a government exam, it may be an MBA exam, it may be a UPSC exam, it may be a CA exam. You got to beat at least one exam. So what we have done as an organization is, we have set up a format where we welcome girls who want to prepare for exams. If they are good enough, if they are passionate enough, if they are anywhere close to being what a successful woman will be, we are there to handhold them. And like 3 days back, a youngster, you know the excited ones, the people who come, and they came, one of the guys came to me and said, sir, KVS interview में बहुत सारे admissions हो रहे हैं, हमने 15-20 को तो लौटा दिया. Now that was not a very good thing for me to accept. Ideally, we should have the infrastructure in place, we should have the manpower in place to help any girl who comes to us for any kind of guidance. So, that was something that usually business people feel proud of. As a teacher, as a mentor, I didn't. Because I personally don't want to send back anybody saying that we can't make you sit here, we don't have enough chairs. I want every girl to come to us, be successful and leave. And when we talk about being successful, being financially independent is primarily one of the most important things. My mother, she was a working lady. She retired as a government school teacher. And trust me, she was the one who started changing the atmosphere in the house simply by talking about academics. We came from Sitapur, if you must have heard about Sitapur. And my nephew, my bhanja, he just last year bought a house in America. So that is a 25-year-old journey, basically. And if this is not pinnacle, then what is it? And it was all started by a woman, a working woman who would get up at 3 in the morning, prepare food, go catch a train, do her job, come back, maybe take a rest. I used to give her some tea, get back to working for the family. Again, go to sleep at 10, 11, whatever, get up 3 in the morning. And this routine was kind of done for 35 good years. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. But what we gained out of that was financial independence by a woman who started being heard in her family dinners. She was the one who set up the tone. She was the one who told her son and daughter what to do. So I firmly believe in your financial independence. How do you get it? How do you get it? It's pretty simple. Work hard, get yourself educated, beat a damn competition. And trust me, when you talk about gender equality or parity, you are the superior gender. Trust me, because I'm in minority at my home, I know it. You are the superior gender. I have handed over all my finances to my wife. मुझ में इतना अकल नहीं है, honestly. She is the one who handles. And she has been doing reasonably well with that. Coming to your aspirations, please understand you are sitting in an institute of great legacy. Can you imagine 1869, I suppose, 3rd of November? Isabella Thoburn and Clara Swain, they took a voyage from the United States of America, a 2-month journey. On 7th of January 1870, they reached here. Just understand the source of their conviction. They wanted to set up a college for girls in India. They had no business coming here, but they did it. You must have heard about Isha Basant Joshi, ma'am. The first IAS officer in independent India. She is from your college. That is Isabella Thoburn. So you have got great responsibility on your shoulders to carry forward. You have to understand that you come from a great institute. Fine. Now, women have always found a way. They have always found a way. My mother, working lady, she found a way to bring up her children, to do her job, to fulfill family obligations, and yet become financially independent. Now, can you imagine Arunima Sinha? Some hooligans, they threw her out of the train. She was the first amputee to climb Mount Everest. She found a damn way. We have no excuses. She found a way. You must have heard about Lakshmi Agarwal. Some rowdy fellow, some madman, at the age of 15 threw acid on her face. It would have been very easy for her to commit suicide. She didn't look at her face for 100 days in the mirror. But then she found a damn way. She rose. If you have been there, it's wonderful. If you have not been there, please go there. These are the women. Just imagine 15 years of age. The kind of mental strength this girl would have had to fight back and just stay alive, let alone do anything else. Staying alive was primarily her main concern. You must have heard about Mrs. Sudha Murthy, the lady behind Infosys. I mean, she was the first woman engineer to be employed by Telco. She wrote to Telco that if I'm an engineer, how does it matter if I'm a male or a female? I'm good enough. Telco listened, they invited her. The first female engineer to work at Telco. Then you must have heard about Gangubai Sappal, the mom to 1,000 orphans, who herself was a beggar. While begging on street, she found a way. She found a way to bring 1,000 kids under her care. We have no excuses. These people found a way. The teachers in your college, the ladies, the ma'am, they found a way. They found a way to bring world-class education to your institution. They found a way to make sure that in the heart of a city, there is a college which can impart education that can match with anybody in the world. They found a way to fight through patriarchy. We all know. They found a way to be here and just be here every single day of their life fighting family obligations. They found a way. Good heavens, your mother found a way. I mean, just go home and thank her. Just thank her for being your mother. She has found a way to get going through that cervical pain. She has found a way to get going through that arthritis. She has found a way to just get going without being thanked enough. She has found every damn way in the world that is there just to bring you up. So please go home and thank her. And trust me, the world depends on you, girls. The world depends on you. We men are not good enough. As I said, you are the superior gender. We depend on you to make the world a much better place, a more livable place. My daughter, she's 12, and I'm scared. The kind of world we are having. I mean, today I got my iPad back just to show you all that I have an iPad. Ideally, it is with my daughter all day. And there is something called Korean pop and Korean drama. Oh. I have nightmares about having a son-in-law from Korea. And I have actually started learning Korean as well because being a daughter, I suppose my old age will be spent in her house. So I need to learn the language those people will be speaking later on. Please make a world a better place for her. Last month, I took her to IIM Lucknow. One of our students was there. We went around the campus, and if you ever get an opportunity to visit any of the great institutions, drop everything and just be there. It gives you the environment, it gives you the vibe to do certain things which maybe you have not yet thought of. If you get an opportunity, just be there. Drop your phones, drop your relationships, just be there for a day, meet people. That is a different world altogether. Please find a way. Please find a way. And if you ever need anyone standing beside you, we are here. My name is Sudip Bajpai, and I promise I'll be there for you if ever you need any kind of guidance. For any chat, any kind of backup you want, any kind of guidance you want, be it academic, be it personal, be it anything. Just trust me. We are not against each other. I'm a good man. We are on the same side. Please find a way for my daughter. Please make the world more livable. Thank you.